Good morning, aviators. Oh man, 737 Max, United Airliners has my name on it. I feel so privileged, seriously, that I can enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator in PlayStation VR 2 and on the Xbox Game Pass with ultra widescreen. Some of you have asked me, what do I prefer? Do I prefer ultra wide or do I prefer PlayStation VR 2? Of course, VR. I always prefer VR. But ultra wide, it's a nice alternative, you know. I know a lot of people who use ultra wide and VR, and sure, they like both, but they like to switch it back and forth, between ultra wide and VR. The thing with the VR, you can only use it for so long because your eyes get strained after so much of that OLED light blasting into your eyes. And this is an important thing that we need to talk about. Yes, VR, it's cool, but also, you have to take a break. It's not good for your eyes to be constantly, blasting that, light emitting from the panel that's inside the VR goggles. So this is why it's important to take a break and switch back to ultra wide. But VR is definitely the best experience, there's no question. However, ultra wide is a good alternative. Why? Because it gives you that field of view, Alright, we're in the LAX, Los Angeles. It's 4 o'clock right now in LA. 3 hours difference, Pacific time. LAX, it's very busy. I know people will say that, Denver is the busiest, and it's true. But LAX is always busy, dude. I don't know what people are talking about. If you ever been to LAX, Los Angeles, LAX, it's super busy. Believe me, it's always busy. It's as busy as JFK, really. If you ever go to LA to visit LA, you'll see how busy LAX is. Trust me. Alright, let's go inside. I have flown with United. Let me tell you something about United. I always had a pleasant experience. Always was a pleasant experience with United. I never had a bad experience with United. And the tickets were always cheap. I mean, when I say cheap, I mean they were reasonable price, Yes, you're not getting a direct flight. If I would fly to LA, it would be usually from Miami to Denver and then from Denver to LAX. Yes, you do have to, take two different flights, one from Miami, one to Denver, and then from Denver, Colorado to LAX, Los Angeles. But the price would be good. It would be the same, airplane, of course. It's just we have to make a stop to Denver, and then from Denver we go ahead and take another United airplane to LAX, which would be a short flight, I don't know, it was a couple of hours. It was 4 hours from Miami to Denver, And then from Denver to Los Angeles was like a couple of hours. So like 4 plus 2, 6 hours. Well, it is from Miami to. You have to understand, you're going from East Coast to West Coast, so it's a 6-hour flight. You know, United States, it's a huge country. Anyway, let's go inside. Now, if you're taking a direct flight, then sure, you know. You know, then you'll probably spend like, I don't know, like 6 hours in flight. But if you're taking a detour, then the entire flight will be, well, about 8 hours or maybe 9 hours, because you know, because you have to go take a detour, and then you have to stay at the terminal, and then from the well, I didn't mind staying at the terminal for about like an hour and then board on the plane, because you know, it gives you time to go to the bathroom, you know, grab some drinks or whatever food, and then you hop on the airplane, and then you fly to, you know, continue your flight to LAX. You know, that's how I used to pay. That's how I used to fly to LA, you know, back in the days. But anyway, I did the same thing with Vegas. You know, I would like go from like Hollywood International, get a cheaper ticket from Hollywood International, meaning Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International. There's different Hollywoods in America, you know. The main Hollywood is in California, but there's also Hollywood in Florida. So Hollywood Fort International, Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International, I would fly from Denver again. I would use United, okay. And then from Denver, I would go to Las Vegas, which would be like, I don't know, like from Denver to Las Vegas, be like maybe an hour a flight, and you're like right there, dude. Like 1 hour, let's say like 1 hour flight, you know, give or take. All right, so let's get inside the plane. My co-pilot's here. I need to make sure everything's turned on. Communications are turned on. The battery switch. Remember, we're doing a cold and dark, so we have to do this the old-fashioned way, okay? And we are going to do this the old-fashioned way. First thing first, the batteries. Where the battery switch is. The battery switch is... Hold on. Just the flaps. You know, it's been a while since I used 737, so I need to get familiar with where the batteries are. Hold on a second. Here we go. No, it has to be neutral. What am I doing? We got to leave that alone. I need the battery switch first. Man, it's been a long time. I need to get familiar with... No, that's a spoiler. Leave that alone. Leave it alone. Oh, man. You know, co-pilot, you should be helping me with this. The battery switch. No, that like that. It's connected. Everything's connected. Well, where's the battery switch? Oh, there it is. Jesus. Good Lord. There we go. Oh my goodness. Let there be light. Yeah, well, thank you, co-pilot, for nothing. I mean, seriously, you're so useless. I mean, you're supposed to be doing this for me, helping me out. Whatever, you know. Engine ignition. Okay. Engine ignition 2. Both. Okay. Taxi lights. All the lights are turned on. Okay, fuel pumps turned on. What else do we need? There is something else we need. Okay, that needs to be like that. Leave that all like that. What is this? Anti-collision lights. Yeah, we turn that on. Let me go outside. I need to double check something. Okay, everything's good here. The strobe lights. Yeah, it's working. The strobe lights on the top as well. Okay. Alright, well, that's what I was looking for. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's get back inside. Everything's working. That's good. Okay. What else? What else do I need to do? Let's see. Okay. All of this is where it needs to be. Hold on. Where's the APU? Fuel pumps, cross, open. Hold on. Okay, make it a little bit brighter. Where's the APU? Neutral, it has to be neutral. There we go. Okay. Everything's normal here. What else? No, it needs to be cut off, not idle. Where's the APU? Oh, here we go. What's going on with the APU? Oh, there's APU right there. APU's turned on. Fuel pumps, hold on, did we, okay, nothing's happening. What the hell? Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. I mean, Why the engine doesn't want to start? I just don't get it. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, I turned everything I'm supposed to turn on. It makes zero sense. Why the engine is not starting? I did start the APU, but nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. What is the deal? And thank you, co-pilot, for being so useful. I don't know. I mean, I tried everything here. Nothing seems to work. Like, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I checked everything. I checked the APU. I checked the battery. I checked the fuel pumps. I check everything. Like, what the hell? How is it possible that the engines are not turning on? Like, what the hell? What am I missing here? Everything's on, dude. Valve is open. Like, dude. Cross-feed fuel valve is open. Fuel pump open. Right? Cross-feed valve, it's open, right? And should be open. So you can get the jettison fuel transferred all the way to the engine. Left engine, right engine. The jettison fuel valve is open, so what's the issue? What is the issue here? Clearly it says right here it's open. Cross-feed fuel valves open. Right fuel pump on, left pump on, left fuel pump on. All the fuel pumps are on. Like, what's the deal? I mean, APU generator, it's on. Like, what's the issue here? It's on auto. It's on. Like, what the hell, dude?
Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Could you please get the passengers on board?
Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. A ramp is on its way.
All right. Passengers, please board the plane. Hey, look, there they are. Oh, shit. Oh, this is so cool. There's the shuttle bus. They came from the shuttle bus, and here they come, dude. Oh my god, this is so cool, bro. Oh my god. Yo. This is so cool. Here they are. Yo! This is awesome. Yeah, please. Board the plane. How did all of you fit in that bus? Jesus Christ. There's so many of you. Oh my God. Good Lord. How did you guys fit? How did you guys fit on that bus? Jesus. How did all of you fit in that bus? You got me. I don't know how you guys fit in that bus, but that's ridiculous. Let me check the bus. It's a shuttle bus. Nice. All right, we won't be needing the hold on. Oh, there it is. We won't be needing the shuttle. Okay, we also need a baggage service.
Ground, Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Could you please send the baggage?
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Baggage is on the way.
Okay, well, let's get the baggage rolling. The baggage should be here any minute. Hold on. Okay, let me request a pushback.
Ground, Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Requesting pushback.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Pushback request accepted.
Thank you. I need you to steer to the left.
Ground, Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Push straight. Push straight. No. Push straight.
Ground, Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Requesting pushback tug to push the aircraft straight.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Ground, Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Okay, push me straight out, dude. That's fine. That's fine.
Ground, Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Requesting pushback tug to push the aircraft straight.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Ground, Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Requesting the end of pushback.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Request and pushback received.
Ground, Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Requesting pushback.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Pushback request accepted.
What the hell? Jesus Christ. Come on, man. What's going on? Did anyone drink their coffee this morning? Push me back, dude. Just straight out. Push me back. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
It's taking forever. It's taking forever. Keep pushing it left. There you go. Let me see. Yeah, you gotta push it more left. Because I need to be facing the runway. Taxi to the runway. There you go. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Doing great. I keep pushing it. Keep pushing it, my friend. Keep pushing. Push it. Push it real hard. I didn't say that. That's what she said. Don't give me that look. Here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. We got this. Just a little bit more, and then we're good. Okay? Just a little bit more, and we're good to rock and roll. Keep pushing it just a little bit more, then we can rock and roll. We can rock and roll. Okay, there you go. All of this is very realistic. We did everything with a realistic procedure, and it really takes this much of a long time. Just a little bit more, dude, and we're good. Just a little bit more. I think this is good enough. Yeah, I can manage from here. Trust me. I can make it from here. Yeah, I think we're looking good here. What do you think, co-pilot? Think we're good here? Yeah, I think we're good. I have plenty of space. I can make a right and then a left. And go to the taxi to runway. Oh yeah, we good here. We are more than good. Alright, dude, I think we're good. Yeah, dude. I think we're looking good here. Yeah, I think we're good.
Ground, Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo, requesting the end of pushback.
Mr. 4K upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Request and pushback received.
Okay. What we need next is to start the engines. Okay, let me make sure the passengers are inside. Okay, yeah, they are inside. But still, for some reason, the plane doesn't want to turn on the engine. The APU is not working. I don't know why the APU is not working. Like, what's the deal? They're all here. They're all here. The twins are here. The twins. We have plenty of twins. This flight. Plenty of twins. I don't know what the deal is, to be honest. Like, what's going on, dude? Like, I did everything I was supposed to do, and it's still not working properly. You know, like, what's the deal? I don't know what's going on. And there seems to be some issue with loading the textures and I'm having all kinds of problems. I mean, I did everything I was supposed to do and still the engine won't turn on. Why? Yeah, there's seriously some issues and problems right now. I don't know what's going on. This really sucks. You know, you go through all this effort, you know, and then this crap happens, man. And this is the part about the Microsoft Flight Simulator that always worries me. It's this whole online streaming. I would prefer just let the hardware do the whole thing, man. That's the whole point of a console. That's the whole point of a PC. Let the PC, GPU, CPU handle it. Let the console, CPU, GPU handle it. Let the hardware handle it. You know, this is again, you know, one of those things. Look at this. Clearly, I knew there's a problem. I mean, as soon as I realized that the engines doesn't want to turn on, I knew there was some issues. Because I did everything I was supposed to do. If you watch this live stream from the beginning, which I'm sure you guys will be watching it from the beginning, you will see I did everything that I was supposed to do, and nothing happened. So I knew that there's a issue here. And it really kind of sucks because, like, dude, you go through all this, you know, you go through all this hustle for about an hour and a half, and then only to not be able to turn on the engine. Hey, look at this, man. What the hell, dude? Let's take a photo of this. Yeah, unfortunately. See, this is the part about, this is the elephant in the room when it comes to Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is always going to be the elephant in the room, you know, and it's impossible to ignore it, you know. Yeah, it's terrible. Damn. Damn. Yeah, so much for this flight, huh? Go through all this effort and nothing. Yeah, nothing's working. Yeah. All right, well, that's the live stream. You know, again, I hope you guys realize that this is the problem that you will have to deal with. You know, yes, sure, Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's amazing when it works. Everything's amazing when it works. Even your PC, it's amazing when it works. Everything's amazing when it works. But this is the issue this is the issue that you have to tackle with this game. This is something that it doesn't mean you will have to deal with this every time, but it happens, and it'll happen like this, and you'll get pissed off. You're like, dude, I just went through all this process, right? And then this crap, you know, it's like, and it makes you feel pissed off because you're like, dude, man, like, I got up early in the morning. I was hoping to do this flight, right? And then this crap happens. It's like, you know, it pisses you off. It really does. It's frustrating. And it's like, it makes you not even want to fly. It makes you not even want to play this game. Because like, whenever shit like this happen, I'm already turned off. I don't even care, dude. Like, you know, this is the crap that I don't like. Because you already fucked up my morning. You already fucked up my live stream with this bullshit. And now I'm not in the mood to deal with this crap. And this is the bullshit that the Asobo cannot fix. They simply cannot fix this because they don't know how to fix it. This game's been around for how many years? 6 years. And they still can't figure this out. And this is what the creator of the X-Plane was talking about. You know, he was talking about this issue where everything has to be streamed. With the X-Plane, everything it's running from your GPU and CPU, right? You just need a powerful PC. And, you know, the creator, what's his name? I forgot his name. The creator of the X-Plane clearly said, you're going to need a powerful PC to handle this, right? But if you have a powerful PC, which I'm sure many of you do, then you're good. If you have a powerful GPU, powerful CPU, the X-Plane 12, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about any, you know, streaming server. Did you connect to the server and all that? The only time you connect to the server is to acknowledge the legal copy of the game. They just check it once to make sure that you have the legal copy of the game. And if there's any updates that you might need to update, and once you check, you know, to make sure that you got the legal copy of the game, and once you download the updates, that's it. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about anything streaming on a server or loading the textures. Everything's good to go. This is the benefit of the X-Plane 12, you know. And I know you guys don't want to hear me talk about the X-Plane 12, but you know, we have to look at it from both sides of the aisle, not just from one side of the aisle. You know, I mean, look at this crap, dude. Like, am I pissed off? Yes, I am. Like, I really wanted to do this, but now I cannot. Now I'm pissed off. Like, I don't want to deal with this crap. You know, I just wasted 1 hour and a half for nothing. Really, dude. And it just pisses me off. It really does, man. There's nothing I can do. I can't touch any buttons, can do anything. I mean, the game, it's frozen in time. I can't do crap. I'll take some more photos. I don't even know why I'm taking photos. This is live streaming. Clearly, you can see what's going on. Oh God, look at this. Maybe I should download the X-Plane 12 and try it again, you know. Yeah, this sucks. This really sucks. What can I say? It really sucks. Well, that's it. That's the live stream. Unfortunately, it's not happening. It's not happening. Oh man. So I hope you guys understand. Before you purchase this software, understand this. It's heavily dependent on streaming. You know, and other pilots have talked about this. Even, what's his name? The guy from the Air Force, Limon, CW Limon, he talked about it. He says, you know, look, you know, and he was invited to go to, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator when they first announced it, to the Grand Canyon, and they did a flyover with a, you know, with a helicopter around the Grand Canyon. And they were testing the game. But he did, you know, mention the fact that one of the issues that there's always going to be with this game is that it's streaming online. And this is the issue that it's always going to be there. Is this, everything has to be streamed. Okay, so if you're doing, it's like CW Limon says, if you're doing a streaming online, then why don't you, you know, have a really good servers? Why don't you dedicate a really good data centers to make sure that it's handling the capacity that it needs to handle? Why don't you invest money into that? Like, that's, you know, but also you should take the advantage of the GPU and CPU from a PC. You should take the advantage of the GPU, CPU from a console. But that's the question. Can a console handle this? And to be quite honest, I don't think a console can handle this. The only reason this is available on a console is because it's being able to stream. But your GPU, CPU from a console, especially from a 5-year-old console, cannot handle this. So even he said, you know, CW Limon, and he's the, you know, a big YouTuber, ex-Air Force pilot. And he talked about, I mean, you go watch his videos, he likes the game. He likes it. You know, it's pretty cool. But he said, you know, the issue is this elephant in the room. It's everything streamed online, and it's, you know, you're always rolling the dice. You're always flipping the coin, rolling the dice. You don't know if it's going to work or not work, and people need to be aware of that. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy this game. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Even he is not saying you shouldn't buy this game. You shouldn't play it, but he's just giving his feedback, and I'm giving my feedback. You will encounter these issues, and I've been using Microsoft Flight Simulator for 6 years now, and this has always been an elephant in the room. This has always been a problem, and it always will be the problem. This will always be the problem. You know, you're going to be all excited. You want to set everything up, get everything ready, checklist, all of that, right? Board the passengers and ready to go. Announce the taxi to the runway, right? And then this happens. Of course, you will be pissed off. You will be frustrated. You're like, man, what kind of garbage is this? You know, it's like, why is this happening? You know, well, it's happening because it's on a server. It's heavily dependent on the server, and if the server is over flooded with the overcapacity that they didn't think about, then this will happen, and this will always be an issue. You will have more people now wanting to try this because of PlayStation VR 2, and it'll be so much overcapacity. And what they should have thought about that. See, again, this goes back to Asobo. Just when they launched this game in 2024 November, was it November 19th, 2024? What was the excuse they said when people couldn't like log into this game to play it on November 19th, 2024? Let's talk about this. Let's not forget. Let's not forget the past. Let's refresh our memory. What was their excuse? Oh, we didn't expect the capacity. Oh, bullshit. What do you mean you didn't expect the capacity? It's a brand new game, 2024, Microsoft Flight Simulator. A lot of people pre-order it, and you're trying to tell me that you didn't expect a huge capacity. You had plenty of time to build new data centers, beefed up your data centers and your servers. You had plenty of time to do all of that, but you didn't do that. So, and here we are now, same thing with the PlayStation. Oh, we didn't expect that, once we get out of the beta, go into, official release of the PlayStation VR 2, we didn't expect that so many people would be using it on a PlayStation 5 with a PlayStation VR 2. Are you kidding me? You trying to tell me that people are not excited to use the PlayStation VR 2 with this software? I'm sorry, but the Asobo also is full of shit. Let's be honest, man. They're full of crap. They bullshit and lie, They're dancing around. They're making excuses. Every time you start dancing around and making excuses, I don't like that, because then you thinking of us like an idiots. You think we're a bunch of idiots. You think we're a bunch of morons. And I don't like that when people think we're a bunch of idiots and morons. Don't treat me like a moron, And this is the crap that you'll have to deal with, man. Am I pissed off? Yeah. I just spent, how many hours 2 hours did I spend? Let me see. One hour and 22 minutes. I just spent 1 hour and 22 minutes trying to get all this ready, right? Do a cold and dark, right? Flip all the switches, board the passengers, do a pushback, do a checklist, go through all this procedure, and then this crap happens. And I really wanted to fly out of the LAX all the way to Seattle this morning, but unfortunately it's not happening. And the reason I'm telling you all of this is because the same thing that just happened to me, it will happen to you, guaranteed. It's just a matter of time. It will happen. Okay, you're going to be all excited, you're going to be super happy to put on your PSVR 2 headset, and then this crap will happen, and then you're going to say, what the hell, dude, right? And I don't know, maybe it's time for me to download the X-Plane 12. Honestly, maybe it's time for X-Plane 12, because, man, I'm tired of this, man. I really am, dude. I just want to enjoy, dude. I want convenience, man. I want to enjoy this experience. This is not me enjoying this. This is frustrating, dude. And this shit will never be fixed. And you'll always have to roll the dice. Yes, when it's working, it's great, but there's no guarantees that it'll work. And that's the problem. That's the issue. And that's the issue that you always will have to deal with this software. It's that there's no guarantees. X-Plane 12, it's different. As long as you got a powerful GPU, CPU, you're good to go. Everything's run from a hardware. You don't have to worry about this crap. Which is a big bonus. In my opinion, yes, I know X-Plane 12, it's only a PC, and it's obviously can only be possible on a PC because it requires a very powerful GPU and CPU to run it. You cannot run it on a console. And there's a lot of pilots who prefer X-Plane 12 because they invest so much money on their PCs, on the GPU, hardware and CPU, hardware and memory and all that, and they know if they invest a lot of money into a really good GPU, really good CPU, into really good hardware on their PC, they know that the X-Plane 12 will work, no issues, no problem. And they want that convenience. That's why they're spending a lot of money, and that's why they are using X-Plane 12, because they want that convenience. Unfortunately, with the Microsoft Flight Simulator, you're not going to have that convenience. You know, Asobo will tell you otherwise, but guess what? I've been using this software for 6 years, and I know what I'm talking about. All right? And I have to be honest. I have to be completely transparent and tell you. This is complete transparency. You can go watch my videos and live streams from 6 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and you will see the issues and problems that there always have been with this software. And the problem is that streaming online to render all of this crap. You know, and not to mention the bugs, the bugs of you know, can't start the engine. There's always bugs. There's always issues and problems. And anyway, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm not trying to be negative. I know you guys are excited, but I need to be transparent. I need to be honest with you. I need you to understand that's the risk you take with this software. It's only a matter of time before this crap happens to you. And it will happen. Trust me. Guaranteed. Not today, not tomorrow, not right now. But eventually, it'll happen. And when it happens, you're going to be as pissed off as I am. And then you're going to look back at this live stream, you're going to say, I understand why this guy was pissed off. Right? Once you experience this crap yourself, once you realize how faulty this software is, and because it's so heavily dependent on the server, and their servers are really not that great, and I don't know why. If your entire game is dependent on a server, well then why don't you upgrade your servers? Why don't you make your servers more stable? But no, they want to take the cheap route. Microsoft is cheap. They can't afford more data centers, and they don't want to do that. They just want to roll the dice with this, and that's it. That's that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So this is where you are with this game. Yeah. And again, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm just preparing you what you're going to deal with this software. I'm just preparing you. You know? And this will eventually happen. Trust me. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's just a matter of time before you encounter this same bullshit. You know. Anyway, that's the end of the live stream. You know, it's frustrating, and it really is, man. I wasted 1 hour and a half. 1 hour and a half for nothing. 1 hour and a half for nothing. Anyway, that's my rant on this. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I think I'll probably download the X-Plane 12, you know, just to see how it runs. You know, I think it should run decent enough on my 4070 with an ultra wide with medium settings. I think it should run decently. And I want to see what kind of updates they have so far. Since how long has it been since I played X-Plane 12? It's been a long time. It's been a long time. So I want to see what type of updates did they have. What did they update? What new features do they have and all that? You know, I want to see what their new updates are. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. It's a no-go. It's a no-go. We ain't sorry, we ain't moving. Co-pilot, This flight is canceled. We have to tell the passengers. Hold on. Sorry, passengers, but you will have to board to another plane. This flight has been canceled. You know, if you want a refund, they'll give you a refund, or if you want, you can wait till the next available flight. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Good Lord. Good God. Jesus Christ. You look like an alien. Alien! Oh my God. Oh! Oh my God, man, this is ridiculous. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Good Lord. Oh my God. Good Lord. Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. This flight has been canceled. Wow. Just wow. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's the end of the live stream. Thank you for watching.